Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to Gift of Healing TV. I'm Sarah Jane, and I am delighted for this program to be joined by Orora Medway-Smith. Angela, thank you so much for joining us for this program.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. It's wonderful to be here. Absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to share this beautiful frequency with your viewers.
Thank you. And that beautiful frequency being connecting with the violet flame for transformation and illumination, which we've got a meditation included within this as well. So I hope that you will all enjoy this. For those who join us live, please feel free to ask questions and comment in the chat. If you're watching the recording, we'll mention that towards the end, but you can do with that. Angela, share a little of. Oh, I'm going to read your bio first. It's all right. Sorry, we kept waiting to get into the room, and it's thrown me. I love doing things live. And where have I put this? I keep moving things around. I apologize. Right, Angela Orora Medway-Smith is the practical magic spiritual channel and author, teacher of healing and spiritual development, life and soul alignment coach, and retreat leader. She works as a spiritual channel, mentor, coach, and teacher, and has offered insight, spiritual guidance, healing, and accredited courses to thousands of students and clients all over the world. Angela is the author of the Book of Many Colors, Awaken Your Soul's Purpose with the Divine Rays of the Book of Many Flames, Everyday Alchemy with Esoteric Energies, and co-author of 7 Amazon #1 bestsellers, including The Energy Healer's Oracle, Tools for Transformation book series, which focuses on the transformational potential of healing modalities. Volume 1 is on bookauthority.org lists of the best healing books of all time. Angela works closely with the Ascended Masters and the angelic and spiritual realms. Her business name is, how do you say that?
Cariad Spiritual.
Cariad Spiritual. I'm going to ask you to explain that in a minute. And she believes we all have the ability to transform, grow, and shine, which is why she designed her logo to reflect just that, to be the butterfly, to soar, to achieve your unique potential as a sovereign being. Angela, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm going to, and I know I don't usually do this, Cariad, what does that mean? It sounds Irish to me.
It's Welsh.
Oh, it's Welsh.
So
okay.
I'm Welsh. Cariad, cari means to love. And so cariad is a term of endearment. It means love or sweetheart or darling. But in the context of my business, it means spiritual love. It's the way I approach all of my work is from the heart space. And so that's why I chose Cariad Spiritual as my business name. And if you see my logo, it's actually a person who is the butterfly, who is reaching up into the flower of life and actually accessing the power of the soul. So, you know, much of my work is helping people align their life and soul path.
And we all require that. Anyway, share a little of your story and how you come to do what you do.
Okay, so like many children, I was intuitive, and my own children quashed that ability to see spirit and the trust in their gut. It all happens when the brain changes between 5 and 7. But for me, I had a rather abrupt spiritual awakening when I was 22. And I've actually shared about that in volume 2 of the Energy Healers Oracle, the whole story. So everything switched on like a massive switch. So all of a sudden I was able to see my aura. I could feel pain in people's bodies. I could sense what was going to happen. It was really scary. And luckily, my spirit had created this for me. I was able to access an incredible mentor and teacher, a lady called Betty Bolcom, and I sat in circle with Betty for 7 years, honing my craft, learning everything she could teach me. And after 7 years, I moved back to Wales, because I'd moved to London when I was 19, and then moved back to Wales 10 years later, which is where I met my husband. And 30 years later, we're back in London. Yeah, it's real. Everything's turned around. But I started channeling the Ascended Masters and Archangels in, I think it's about 2017, 2018. And they started dropping into my intuitive development classes that I was teaching. And then Saint Germain became quite directive, is the nice word. And, guiding me and encouraging me to do different things. So the Book of Many Colours, Book of Many Flames are his books. They're his channel books. And the concept of the Energy Healers Oracle is also his. So because so many people, there are so many different options of healing frequencies available to us now, that it's really confusing for people. So we have over 40 of them explained in this series, and tools from each and every author, which is amazing as well. So that's where it began for me when I was 22. And that's kind of where the journey has taken me now, is to the books, to the retreats, to workshops. I've also channeled a healing modality as well. And there's actually a second one that they've given me the pathway to, which I'm in the middle of accrediting at the moment. So it's really exciting. It is really exciting, and a real blessing to be following my soul's path.
But that's what we're here to do. We've made choices. And what I would say to everybody is, do not think the experiences you had before you start following your soul's path are wasted, because they are essential for you to then be able to do what you're here to do. It's a gift. Just trust that you haven't wasted time. Because I know at times I think, oh, why did I? And it's just like, no, everything, we're trusting the divine and perfect order, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I spent 10 years as a professional event organizer. So one of the first things I did when I started my spiritual business is start Mind, Body, Spirit festivals and fairs, because I had the skills to be able to do that and bring the opportunities for healing to my town. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted people to be able to experience these different healing modalities, so yeah.
You and me both, because I did the same. I worked in retail for a number of years, and it was just like, so yes, absolutely. It's how do you support the people who wish to experience and the people who've got the gifts to share. But the violet flame, and you talk about the sacred flames and the fact that actually they are of many colours.
Shall I elaborate?
A little, that would be really good, because I've always thought of it being the violet flame. And
okay, so up until so if you look back in theosophy and you look back at spiritual teachings from Victorians through the 20th century, you'll find people talking about 7 sacred flames. And that was the case. And the violet flame is one of those flames, or was one of those flames. That was the case up until 2012, when our planet and the people on it experienced a great shift, and we received access to many, many more frequencies. So we have actually got access to 28 different divine rays and sacred flames at the moment, and I'll explain the difference between the two in a second, that we can use for our personal transformation and for healing. So if you think of if you just think about a rainbow, and think about the frequency of pure light being the divine frequency, and our physical eyes can see these 7 different frequencies. Well, the divine rays are those frequencies, if you like, but expanded upon, because there are many, many more colours. There are more than 7. There's more than one shade of blue, of green, of purple, etc., etc. And the sacred flames are the esoteric powers that drive them, that actually powers that light, if you like. That's the easiest way to describe it. So the violet flame is the 7th sacred flame, and has been used by mankind since the time of Atlantis, when it was actually the damson flame. It had a slightly different frequency, a more powerful frequency than is available to us now. It's overseen by the Ascended Master Saint Germain, or Saint Germain, and a host of archangels and other Ascended Masters who come together to work on this frequency. And so they each have different roles, if you like. So there's the silver violet flame that's overseen by Lady Portia. Saint Germain himself oversees the golden violet flame. There are also rescue flames, and there are many of these as well that we can work with in healing, that work with the different layers, auric fields, of layers of our auric field. And you can access these by having an awakening of a violet flame chakra in your energy body, which is something that I've been doing for several years now.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, I mean, they say something like we've got sort of like 200,000 chakras in our body. So
yeah. I mean, they're everywhere. They're in our hands, our feet, our knees, our ears. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're all managing energy, if you like, and we need to try and keep that flow clear. So the violet flame is an incredible frequency for transmutation, for transformation. It's alchemical, but it's also a place where you can receive illumination. So, it's not all about transmutation. You can sit in that frequency specifically to receive illumination. When I channeled the Book of Many Colours, the masters and archangels and archangelic collectives gave me affirmations for people to use. And they're not only in the books, but they are also on the cards, because I have an accidental pack of oracle cards. So, yes. So I have a set of oracle cards that was created accidentally. So this is the card. I'll show you the card for the violet flame. That's the easiest thing to do. So 7th sacred ray is the ray of spiritual alchemy. This is the symbol that I'm going to be asking people to visualize beneath them in a little while when we do the meditation. It's overseen by Saint Germain. The color is obviously violet. and the symbol is a heptagram, and the affirmation is I am divine alchemy. So we'll be using that affirmation as part of the meditation. So you're dropping into that frequency. And so you can use the cards for lots of different things. You can use them as oracle, as divination, for deciding what colour clothes to wear, or to find a master or archangel that has your back, that can support you on that day. You can ask any question of an oracle deck.
And I think that's just it. It's us trusting, isn't it, that we have all the support we require. All we have to do is ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I say to my students, one of the most important relationships that you can foster is to actually connect with your guides, connect with your guardian angels, and make sure you really develop that connection, because they will have your back and they'll be in your ear, you know, when you've developed that connection. And it's an absolutely wonderful place to be. You don't have to doubt anymore, you know. It's wonderful.
Yeah, listen to your intuition, folks. I'm very good at doing that, but not doing it. But then it's that humanness, isn't it? But when we're here to have a human experience at the end of the day.
We are indeed. But the more you foster those links, the less the mind monkeys get a chance to get in there and let the doubt get in, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and that's really important. It start to trust yourself. So the transformation, transmutation, sort of, I hope that most people would sort of understand that. But illumination, for me, I sort of, if you like, translate that as being sort of awareness and opening and understanding. Suddenly something you haven't necessarily even registered as not understanding, you start to understand.
Illumination and inspiration. So they're the two sets. It's transformation and transmutation, illumination and inspiration. So you can decide when we drop into the frequency, when we sit in meditation, I encourage participants to actually think about what their intention is before they go in. Are they going in to the meditation to cleanse and clear their energy body, to shift any detritus, to actually, you know, have this power shower, which is what the violet flame can do? Or are they going into this frequency with a question? So they can go in with a question and receive that illumination, receive that inspiration. So it's for them to decide. They can do either with it.
Me, I just say, whatever's coming, guys, just bring it. I'm one of these people that it's very, oh, you can ask a question. I'm thinking, well, what question can I ask? Because I just trust what's coming.
Yeah, but I mean, many people are making big decisions in their lives, or have feeling uncomfortable about something and want to see whether or not they can get an answer for it. So they can, you know, that's something they can do in the meditation.
No, that's excellent. And so are you happy for us to sort of to start the meditation, to bring that?
I am indeed. I am indeed.
I know you said you've got some music that hopefully is the right vibrational level for this. Hopefully, folks, you can hear it. But all I would say, having working with sound as much as I do, is even if you can't hear it, it's playing, and the energy is there for you. And if you can't feel it, your body will.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So I'll just pop the music on now. Before we begin any spiritual practice, I encourage people to ask for protection and ask for their guides to draw close. So I will do this on your behalf. Divine Spirit, dear Mother, Father, Creator of all that there is, we ask for healing for the highest good of all and harm of none, in accordance with the will of the divine and the will of the higher self, to come forward for all who experience this meditation. We ask that their guides and guardians draw close, inspire and illuminate. As is in their highest good. So, making sure that you're sitting comfortably, your back is supported, that your feet are on the ground if possible, and hands nice and loose in your lap. Try not to cross any limbs. Begin by taking some deeper breaths. Breathing in for 3, breathing out for 3. Breathing in for 3, breathing out for 3. Breathing in for 3, and breathing out for 3. And now, breathing normally, we begin with a gentle relaxation. Begin to feel some waves of energy starting at the crown chakra on your head. Relaxing, releasing, cleansing and clearing, healing and harmonizing. Letting go of all that does not serve you. Allowing that chakra to move and spin like a Catherine wheel, spitting off any energy that no longer serves your highest good. And we're going to move our breath down the physical body through the chakras. So breathing in, and as we breathe out, we move to the third eye chakra in the center of the forehead. Begin to see this chakra spinning freely, relaxing, releasing, cleansing and clearing, enabling you to see clearly on all levels. With the next breath, we move this energy down to the throat chakra, this pale blue center of communication in your throat. Take some breaths and let go. Let go of all of the words you have never said that have been stuck. Begin to take responsibility and breathe out. Let them go. Let them fall upon the earth for recycling, repurpose and rebirth. With the next breath, we move this energy down the shoulders, upper arms, past the elbows, forearms, wrists, hands and fingers, just relaxing and letting go of any tension you're holding. With the next breath, returning the focus to the physical body in the heart chakra, in the center of your chest. On the out breath, relaxing, releasing, cleansing, clearing, healing and harmonizing. Take as many breaths as you need to shift all that does not serve you. This is a space we hold many emotional wounds. On the next breath, we move the energy down to the solar plexus, usually at the place where the ribs meet. This is a place where we store fear. Let it go. Relax, release, cleanse and clear, heal and harmonize. Using the breath, see the chakras begin to spin more freely as all that does not serve you is returned to the earth, our mother. With the next breath, we move down to the sacral chakra in the belly. This center of creativity should be bright orange. Relax, release, cleanse and clear, heal and harmonize. Let go of all that does not serve you. With the next breath, we move the focus down to the root chakra at the base of the spine. This deep ruby red. Relaxing, releasing, cleansing and clearing, letting go of all that does not serve you. With the next breath, we move this relaxing energy down through the thighs, past the knees, calves, shins, ankles, feet and toes, returning all that does not serve you to the earth, our mother. From this place of relaxation, I invite you to send down some energetic roots to the center of the earth. Allow these roots to travel through the layers of rock, earth, water and crystal, wrapping around a glorious amethyst crystal at Earth's center. Amethyst is the first dimensional frequency of the violet flame on this planet. And what we'll be doing is drawing up this amethyst energy into our bodies with the breath. So taking a wonderful deep breath, draw up the amethyst energy until it reaches the earth star chakra beneath your feet. On the next breath, breathing it up through the physical body, at the legs, into the root chakra. With the next breath, moving up once more into the sacral center in your belly. With the next breath, moving it up into the solar plexus. With the next breath, up into the heart space, where we allow it to rest. And now we send our intention up to the divine and call upon the violet flame. We summon the violet flame and see it fall like a spotlight around us and begin to absorb its energy into our chakra system, we first bring it into the soul star chakra above our head. With the next breath, moving it into the crown, seeing it pool there, expand there, filling this chakra with this beautiful energy. On the next breath, we move it down to the third eye in the center of the forehead. With the next breath, into the throat chakra. And with the next breath, into the heart, where it begins to mingle and blend like oil on water, different shades of violet, from the palest purple to the deepest, darkest African violet, filling the heart. And we're now going to use the breath to expand this through our physical and energetic body, this mix of violet flame and amethyst energy. So with the first exhale, breathing out, expanding up into the throat and down into the solar plexus. With the next breath, we move up to the third eye and down into the sacral center. With the next breath, up into the crown, down into the root. And with the next breath, expanding further into the stellar gateway and down into the earth star chakra. So you are now enclosed in a bubble of divine light. And we're going to expand this even further with intention, breathing it out into the layers of the auric field. We'll take several breaths here as we go through the etheric layer, the emotional layer, the mental layer, and each and every layer of your auric field until you are enclosed in entirety in this violet flame energy. It's now time to set your intention and decide what you would like to do in this space. To transmute and transform, or request illumination and inspiration. Ask and you shall receive. Beneath you and around your feet, a 7-pointed violet star expands and begins to rise. At each point, a presence. Archangel Samael, Lady Portia, Saint Germain, Archangel Safkiel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Jeremiah, and Archangel Sachiel and the Order of the Violet Robe. Sitting in this star of light, you are in an earthly temple forged by the various manifestations of the violet flame from the time of Atlantis to the present time. Repeat the affirmation, I am divine alchemy. Rest within this space, and in a moment my voice will return to guide you back. It's almost time to leave this space. Before we leave, we give our deepest gratitude to the Divine Mother, Father, Creator, to our guides and guardians who have supported us on this journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Begin to take some deeper breaths. Begin to connect with your physical body, feeling the weight of it in the chair. Breathing some energy into the sacral center and root chakras to ground yourself. And when you're ready, taking your time, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Open your eyes and return. Make sure that you are fully grounded before you go and do anything like driving or operating heavy machinery. Take a drink of water. We've been working at a high vibration. It's really good to eat something as well, if you're feeling a little bit floaty after a meditation like this. So please do take care, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you. I'm not sure what I got from it, but I know I will have got something. So very much appreciated. And when you started talking about the breaths and the chakras, a number of years ago, I was given, I was sat down, I was just sat in the city, and I was given a meditation which was breathing up through the chakras and back down through the chakras. I just thought, I'm glad I'm not the only one who receives things like that.
This is the one they gave me. This is the one that's in the Book of Many Colours for people to use as a script, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can work with all of the rays and the sacred flames in this way, and move them through your being and experience what they're meant to be for. So, for example, I'll just give you another example. The 90th ray is a ray I absolutely love working with. It is it's the black flame. It's the ray of the cosmic divine mother. The esoteric frequency is the black flame of the void. And we connect to the ocean of creation. It's a place of complete restoration. I absolutely love working on that frequency. It's one of the frequencies of divine feminine Reiki. And yeah, it's one of my students said it's like being cleansed and cocooned in the cosmic womb. So all of the divine rays and sacred flames have different frequencies, and they have different purposes. The divine has given them different purposes for us. And there is a crystal that holds the same frequency, just here on the planet, just for us to work with while we do it. And while we were in the meditation, I was showing my violet flame crystal. So yeah, just for anybody who hadn't closed their eyes at that point.
Which I definitely had. This has been amazing, and it doesn't matter if we run over a little bit. But I know we're sort of drawing to the end, but is there anything that you haven't touched on that you would like to share? And I know it would be good for folks to see the books, and I'm going to put the link to your websites, etc. Up, and I will make sure that that's under the video on YouTube if folks are watching there. So please do share anything you'd like to share, and obviously your books.
Thank you. So if you look me up on Amazon, just search by my name, you'll find all my books. But my first book, which was published, well, they wanted it published on 11/11/21, is the Book of Many Colours. And with that book, it's an introduction to the divine rays, and there's a little bit of ascension numerology in there as well, so you can find out which divine ray your incarnating soul wrote down on, which actually kind of defines what you're here to do as well. So that's quite illuminating for people. Then that was followed quite quickly by the Book of Many Flames. There's a huge story at 22/22, 37,000 words and 30 channelings in 7 days. It's just insane. So this is Many Flames. And so there's a lot more in this book. And we go into how you can use the flames for healing. And we also talk about the trifold flame, the Magdalene flame, and all of these different aspects of working with these esoteric energies. So it's everyday alchemy, things that you can use them for every day, really practical stuff. And anybody can pick these books up and work with them. And then I have the Accidental Oracle deck. The wonderful Kieran Morgan, who also works a lot with the violet flame, did the illustrations for me of the sacred symbols. And I sent him a message and said to him, would you mind doing them in colour so I could use them on an oracle deck, because I was going to ask a friend to paint the oracle deck, because when I'd been channeling, I'd recorded what everybody looked like. So I'd recorded the words for her. He took it completely the wrong way, and before I knew it, he'd created half a deck. So we had the Divine Rays Oracle cards, which are you can use them for all sorts of things, and I'm finding more and more uses for them all the time, and using them in different spreads as well as just using them for a singular oracle. And then my work over the last couple of years has been on healing. So the Energy Healers Oracle books, we've just launched volume 2. So you can actually pick up a Kindle of that for £1.55 or $1.99 still at the moment. I had a look today, it was still cheap. So that's what these books are about. They introduce you to different energy healing frequencies. So in volume 1, I talk about Divine Feminine Reiki, which I've talked about tonight. And in volume 2, a beautiful friend of mine, Diana Saville, talks about the Violet Flame Chakra Awakening, which I was talking about earlier as well. So there's information in these as well. And what I love about them is I love the model where we've got a story which you can read while you have a cup of coffee, and a tool. So these tools can literally transform your life if you let them. So I love giving people tools so that they can take their healing into their own hands, empower them, kickstart them. And what I love about them as well is you can use them for bibliomancy. You can say, okay, so what do I need today? And just open the page. You can use the many colours and many flames the same way as well. So, yeah, books are a big part of the way I live my soul's path, that I'm living my mission.
And it is about touching people's lives, isn't it? That's what we are here to do. And this is why doing programs like this, I've found over the years, is really important. It's another way of just sort of sharing that energy out. And so sort of folks, if you've enjoyed the meditation, nothing to stop you doing it again. I believe we always will get something new, something different. If we don't, we're not moving forward.
Yeah. Oh, and we're doing a Violet Flame Awakening in Glastonbury as well. Kieran and I've got a retreat in Glastonbury in October, and there'll be the Violet Flame Awakening and Divine Feminine Reiki accreditation there as well. So it's very much an event for healers and people wanting to explore these frequencies.
And even if you're listening to this way after that, all I would suggest is please check out Angela's websites. And I know it's just one link I've put there. It's a Linktree link. Please just sort of, you'll get all the information you require off of that. Just explore it. And if you feel drawn to contact Angela, then please do. So Angela, thank you so very much for joining us. And I am going to say this evening, because right here in the UK it is this evening, but I know that this will touch people sort of around the world, and so I really appreciate. Thank you for being here with us.
It's my pleasure, Cariad. Thank you for asking. It's beautiful. I love sharing the Violet Flame.
I think there are a lot of us who really do enjoy the sharing, and I know the Violet Flame is one of the energies that I work with the sound as well. So so it's brilliant. Thank you so much. Next week we've got today's conversation for you, the culture of crystals, and our guest is Julie Davidson. I hope you'll think about joining us for that. Thank you so much. I don't know whether I mentioned previously, but when I take us out of live, we're going to get kicked out. So I am saying thank you, good night, and It's been a real pleasure, and I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
Nos da. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi gyd.
I'm going to give you some light language now, and I don't understand what I'm saying. Ki hashtna ka te haroan kuchi ta a ta aran che imaka. Namaste, sweet souls.